For the second straight week, the BeamNG Monster Jam Series visits a new venue. This time, the East Division drivers head to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The first time in the Keystone State for these 15 Monster Jam drivers. We'll see which one can come out on top in the inaugural Lincoln Financial Field event in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world who's number one. Number one, pull it up to the line, let's do it. Let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through it. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Yeah, cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. It's been a long time.
BeamNG Monster Jam Week 4 starts off with the East Division drivers for the first time at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm Jordan Cascalante, Trey Bardo. Trey, both of us being from Pennsylvania, this is the first event in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series held in the Keystone State. What do you expect to see for these 15 drivers in the East Division?
Well, they better make us proud. I know that, Joe. I mean, I want to see something cool while we're back in our home state. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm excited for the fans of Pennsylvania that have come out to the Lincoln Financial Field. A similar track to what we saw in the West Division out in Seattle, but a little bit bigger room trade. Do you think that's going to make a difference here?
I mean, it might, but if we're kind of guessing off what we saw before with this pretty much the same exact setup, we might see a little bit, better action here, but I guess we'll just have to wait to see what the future holds.
Yeah, just as I said, we'll have to wait and see, and obviously the ramps could be steeper, they could be lighter. We'll have to see as we go out through the night. The 15 trucks ready to take action here in Philadelphia. Let's go take a look at how they'll line up for freestyle. Kicking us off, it'll be Racing King and Alexander Rowe. Then in Overkill Evolution, we have Connor Jacklin. Behind the wheel, Scooby-Doo, it's Bronson Minnick.
In Stone Crusher, it's Chris Reynolds. Overboard has Nolan Lawrence, and in Hooked, it's Aaron Abel.
Then we have Max D. Matthew Burnett, his rival Gravedigger Justin Zidell, and then in Taz, it's Jay Rando.
In Blue Thunder, it's Jordan Stout. Monster Energy has Luke Ray, and Son of a Digger, it's Jake Galloway.
Then in Mad Scientist, it's Marshall Burrell. In Predator, we have Zachary DeLello. And in Hot Wheels, last week's winner, William Siemens. Here we go, Trey. Excited to get going in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As kicking us off, it'll be Racing Kid Alexander Rowe. He'll be the first to attack this track here in front of the Lincoln Financial Field crowd. We'll see what they do here and how Alexander Rowe's going to start out in the 90 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much feel like I'm having deja vu right now, Joe. It's so strange to see how similar this track is compared to last week.
Almost the same camera angle, Trey. I mean, we are just basically on the opposite end of where it was. We were with the bus deck last time. Now we're kind of opposite the bus deck. Otherwise, pretty similar camera angle, and we'll have to see what these drivers do. Obviously, they didn't have this track last week. It was the West Division drivers, but we'll have to see how the East Division drivers do. It looks like maybe the ramp's a little bit steeper here in Philadelphia.
Nothing wrong with that at all. And, that makes me wonder. I wonder if these drivers watch the West just to see, to get some tips and pointers at what to do and what not to do. I mean, like you said, it might be a little bit different here compared to the West, but
oh,
my word, I thought we were going to have a new tip to add to that board, and that's don't touch the out of bounds. That was a cool move.
That was, and look at, that's the backflip ramp that's in that obstacle right there. He's very fortunate that he did not hit that fast speed. He wasn't going over backwards.
Yeah, that would have been really bad here. A little sideways again. That was a weird bounce for that truck to take right there.
Alexander Rowe, though, he's putting on a show. He's doing some really, really impressive moves. Nothing big, but stuff that's very, very interesting and different. Something you don't normally see on a track like this. 20 seconds left. Oh, my gosh!
Whoa.
Well, Rowe was setting the bar.
He pogoed a sky wheelie.
Yeah, and he set the bar decently high. Here we go. 10 seconds left. Back flip. Huge hair. Lands on the ramp.
Oh, no. Oh.
Nice.
I don't. Wow. He might want to go give that little barrier there a kiss. I mean, that pretty much just saved his truck.
That dumpster saved everything. Rowe's time expires there, and Trey, that's a pretty good way to start off competition. But this is that skywheeler that you mentioned. Look at this thing.
He pogos it. I mean,
look at that.
It's so weird. I've never seen a truck react like that before.
And then it just puts it down perfectly to drive up the tabletop.
I'm not even going to question it, Joe. I'm not going to question it.
Then here's the very next move, that backflip. Look at the air he gets off it, and it goes forward. That's like That's the third or fourth time we've seen it in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they're making it differently or not, but look at the way the truck saved by pretty much the out of bounds right there. I mean, if that wasn't there, it was going over upside down.
That's amazing for Alexander Rowan. A great score to kick us off, Trey. At 23.5 is the first score of the night here in the Lincoln Financial Field. Alexander Rowan sits on the hot seat early on here in Raising Cane. Now we have Connor Jacklin out in the Overkill Evolution. We'll see what Connor can do and try and beat that 23.5. Alexander Rowan, a pretty good run to start us off, so we'll see if Connor can try and top that somehow.
Oh, he's going to get some nice air over the bus stack there, comboed up into the little half pod section? Trapezoid? Double?
It's a box configuration.
I think we had this question last week, too. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, this is the same obstacle, so it probably was the exact same obstacle that we were having issues with. But Connor Jacklin kind of pulled a wheel there and hurt his turnaround. Let's see if he can try and pick up the momentum here. He's kind of been lacking so far early on the run.
Yeah, definitely not to the excitement, I guess you could say, as our first truck out had. But then again, he's only 20, 30 seconds into the run. He's going to put in some donuts here, so the judges are going to like to see that. Second truck out, first set of donuts we're going to see.
Looks like that front wheel wasn't spinning, which could have just been that was on the inside of the donut, but kind of interesting to see that. Now it goes to the back of the race lane, some nicer off that. Looks like they built that up pretty well as well to try and get some nice areas. Getting towards the outbound. Once again, the front of the truck kind of picked up trying to turn around there.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the front wheels. I mean, you might be right there. I can't tell if the left front has drive and the right front doesn't or not. It kind of looks like it's spinning a lot faster compared to it. Oh, whoa!
Oh, no. Upside down. And
I guess it doesn't really matter anymore now, does it?
yeah, I guess not. 15 seconds left for Connor Jacklin. Unfortunate for him, but that was kind of a weird roll over there. I think he tried to do what Road did, where he wheelied down a ramp and it kicked him over this time.
Yeah, I mean, he might have tried to do something right here, like you said. Yeah, that rear tire caught grip there, flipped it over, and they tried to pull out of it, but I don't know what happened there.
It looks like that tire just didn't have any drive when it was trying to save. Kind of interesting there. Kind of just stuffed its way into the ground. Fortunate for Connor Jacklin. Time left on the clock. It's a 16.5 for the Overkill Evolution. So right now, lower than Alexander Road as the first two trucks have gone out. Now we have Bronson and Scooby-Doo. He's way below the cut line train with 2 events left to make it to the World Finals on points. We know Minnick needs to have a really, really good run here in Philadelphia. We'll see what he does to start the 90 seconds right there over the racing. No stick down, but a nice little bit of a wheelie there. Walking the dog.
There. All right. Well, we're starting out with the puns already, but I'm not ashamed of it. That was a good one, Joe.
Thank you. I learned from the best.
Yeah, who's that?
Scott Douglas.
Oh, there it is. Dang, I was hoping for a compliment, but never mind. Well, he's gonna put it in some donuts too. The dog's chasing its own tail.
It is, Trey. It is. And the dog never finds its own tail, though. Funny how that works.
Well, yeah, there it is, isn't it? But no, you mentioned he's pretty far below the cut line there, so it makes you wonder, what's his strategy going to be? Is he going to try to play it safe and ramp it up near the end, or is he gonna, is he deciding that he has to go full out from the time the start clock to it ends to, get a chance of getting really 2 good finishes here to get him over top of that?
So far, it looks like he's taking it easy early on. Might try and pick it up as the run goes on. He's nearing the final 30 seconds, so at some point, he's really going to have to pick it up here, Trey, because final 30 seconds, that's where you have to go big if you want to try and start out smaller.
See if he knows where he's at with the time left. He starts picking it up a little bit there. Nice little combination move that almost...
Oh, no! Oh, he's trying to save it, and it does come back!
What a save. I was going to say, nice 2-wheel save there, but that's what, the 3rd truck so far that's tried turning, but the truck caught grip and it flipped itself over.
Yeah, that was interesting. Now Minnick trying to end the run out in a great way. 1 second, he just turns it over upside down. A hard hit for Bronson Minnick and the Scooby-Doo.
Might have been trying to go for the 360 wheelie.
I guess so. Trying to imitate Justin Zeidel's move in Tampa back in Season 1, but unfortunately Minnick ends up on his lid in the Scooby-Doo. Look at some of the highlights, though, because this run did have a few, including this save right here. Once again, wow, that is... I think he just tried to turn too fast.
It must be really tacky out there. It's what I'm going to have to assume, because these tires are, on the outside of the arena at least, looks like they're really gripping.
And right here, that was the final move as he just tried to do something. There was 1 second left, threw it into the obstacle, hope for the best, but unfortunately ends up on its lid for Bronson Minnick and the Scooby-Doo. Should still be a relatively good score. It's going to be a 21.5 for the Scooby-Doo truck. 2nd place of the 3 that have gone out right now, so nothing to be ashamed about if you're Bronson Minnick in the Scooby-Doo. Now, next out, it's Chris Reynolds in the Stone Crusher. We'll see what he can do. He is right around the cut line, Trey. So what do you think his mentality is? If you're right above the cut line or right below the cut line, do you go big or do you try conservative and try and get red? Since there's a big, some sort of argument to be had.
It depends how close is the cutoff race is what I should say.
Oh, very close, Trey. There was a tie at the cutoff after Atlanta.
Ooh. Well, I mean, if he still has a chance of making it and not making it, you could use this event as, kind of the buffer. So you could go big and try to make your lead out, and if it doesn't go your way, you still have next week to try to back that up.
So far, Trey, he is going pretty big. Some nice air, 30 seconds in the run in the Stone Crusher truck. So currently he is going pretty big here in front of this Philadelphia crowd, looking to amp it up. Look at that move over the bus right there. Just kind of jumped off of the other obstacle right into that bus stack. A nice move there for Chris Reynolds. Now halfway through the run of the Stone Crusher, looking for his next movement. Looks like he's going to go to the tabletop over that way, which leads right towards the back. But Ramp has to watch out for that. Gets it down nicely before it.
I thought he was going to nose the truck right into the side of that backflip ramp, but luckily he didn't. We're going to get some nice air over top of that combo straight into the bus stack there. What a move!
Chris Reynolds going for it, the Stone Crusher, trying to beat Alexander Rowe, who went out first, still leads with a 23.5. Now he's airing it out over the step up right there. Nice move out of the Stone Crusher towards the tabletop. Gets over it nicely without any issues. Now, final 15 seconds. What can you do down at the run, Trey? It's been very electric so far.
Doing a nice job here with 10 seconds remaining, though. He's really need a wow factor. He's going to get upside down, though. Cartwheel it. Is he going to be able to? Yeah, I mean, that's a save.
It is a save. He backs. Oh, my gosh.
I don't think that counts, though, Joe.
I don't think it counts. Unfortunate for Reynolds. If the run was 2 seconds longer, Trey, it would have counted.
And could you imagine what the score could be if it did count it? I mean, we haven't even seen it yet, but yeah, wow, that was something.
You'd have to assume it would be, what, 3, maybe even 4 points higher?
That's very true. I mean, look at this. This was a save to end the run. That counted. Amazing.
But then, as he's on the bus, he says he must know he's run out of time, right? So he just puts it in reverse and hopes they can get there in time.
I mean, that's just pretty much a wall. That's like a 90-degree wall right there of just dirt.
And it was not going to come over. It actually hit off that wall, and it rolled back onto all fours. If it didn't hit off that little obstacle right there, it would not have come back over. And Trey, it's a new leader with a 24.5. Chris Reynolds in the Stone Crusher sits in the hot seat by 1 point over Alexander Rowe. So the fourth truck out takes over the lead here in Philadelphia. Now we have Nolan Lawrence down the overboard. We'll see what he can do as he comes out onto the track. It's looking like he's going to start out over the racing lane for the 90 seconds. A huge sky wheelie right there.
What a leap that was. I mean, he didn't get a lot of distance on it, but he got up there pretty high.
Yeah, he was staring straight up out of the Lincoln Financial Field, it looked like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he saw stars right there.
So, Lawrence trying to continue on here. He obviously went out in week 1 in Tampa. Since then, it's kind of been a little bit lacking, and he's kind of near the cut line. So if he doesn't have a good run here in Philadelphia, he could find himself in trouble as he's onto 2 wheels. Great save for Lawrence, though.
That's what, 2 or 3 times so far we've talked about getting in trouble, and it happened as soon as we said it. I think maybe we should back down from that talk for a little bit, Joe.
Tone it down a little bit. Nice little bit of a crosser right there over the bus stack for Nolan Lawrence. It's near the final half of the run that's overboard. So far, it's been solid. He had that great save just a few moments ago. He's going to try and ramp it up now as we get into the final 40 seconds or so, and he's going to start picking it up. It looks like that overboard. He knows how to get it done, obviously, in week 1 in Tampa, as I just mentioned.
We'll just see what his next move is. That was a nice job clearing that straight into the bus stack. You're going to get a little bit sideways, but he's going to be able to settle that truck down very nicely with about 20 seconds remaining, though. He's going to need to pick it up, I'd say, a couple notches, if we're being honest. Nice air off the bus stack, though, doing that straight into the double jump. Oh, no.
And that, wow, I've never seen a truck perfectly in the middle like that, upside down, but unfortunately for Lawrence, that's exactly what happened. He had no grip to the tires whatsoever to even try and attempt to save that.
Yeah, that's a unique place to end your run.
Yeah, I haven't seen that ever, I don't think. Right here, here's the save. She's going to bounce off the one side, back to the other, and look at this, just standing in the gas, open for the best.
I think none of the wheels broken. I mean, that could have easily tore something off there, but it was bouncing enough to where nothing really dragged. So, I mean, that helped for him. And this ended his run, Joe.
Yeah, right here. Look at that. Hard into it. Almost went into a backflip. Fortunately, it didn't. Look at the tailgate flying off. This Lawrence
Wow.
on his lid, and there was still time left on the clock, so they're going to have to deduct some points for that. And the overboard's a 19.5. That's right now second to last of the trucks that have gone out, so Lawrence could be in danger of maybe being below the cut line after this week. We'll see how the others near the cut line do. As now we have Aaron Abel out in the hooked, but Trey, he's been very consistent this season, but he's still below the cut line, this hook truck, so he might need to pick it up a little bit. He's been very, very consistent, but not big moves in this hook truck. We'll see if he maybe goes a little bit bigger here in Philadelphia, knowing that he might have to make it to the World Finals on points.
How far below the cut line is he right now?
Just a few points, so it has been working out, Trey. But you have to know that maybe you have Burl and Brady on the cut line that are tied on either end. You have to know that they might pick it up because of they both won events and they've done some really good jobs.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it shows you consistency can help you, but if you're not consistent in the right finishing order, it doesn't really do the best for you.
Yeah, I think he's gotten top 10 in every event so far, but I think 2 of those were 10th place, and his best finish is somewhere in the top 8, so it hasn't been amazing for Aaron Abel. It's been good enough so far. He needs to really pick it up right there. A huge skywheel over the back of the racing lane. Just kind of stuffed it in, but a great job keeping that thing on all fours.
I'm pretty much lining perfectly good off that ramp smoothly. This is the first truck we've seen hit the single jump.
Did a nice job getting over it, though. Landed that pretty nicely on the tabletop.
Yeah, I mean, he did. What's that? What, we had 2 or 3 trucks in the west get caught up. Oh,
Whoa!
no.
Oh, my gosh! Wow!
I don't think I've ever seen such a high-speed save before.
No, and that was very scary, I'm sure, if you're Aaron Abel.
He was flying. I mean, oh, my goodness.
Picking it up now.
Oh, no.
Sidewalls trying to save in the hooked, and unfortunately it's on its side.
I think he broke something with that landing there.
He may have. He hit pretty hard on the rear of that truck when he landed. We'll see that in a little bit. But Trey, we have to see that high-speed save first. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, it looked like he was racing. I mean, pretty much the same exact speed. Look at this. I don't even think he's just in the gas. I don't even think he's turning the truck at all.
Look at that. Wow. And it just dug in to keep it on all fours.
Never touched the out of bounds.
Yeah, that was amazing. He was right near the out of bounds. He could have touched it right here. A flying leap over that tabletop. Yeah, I think he did crack something on the rear.
I don't know if that affected his save attempt or not. I mean, he gave it one good shot here, just couldn't pull it together.
Yeah, so he did fill the clock and hooked. Unfortunately, it wasn't the way he wanted to end the run for sure. We'll see what the scores are as they come down from the judges for the hooked monster truck. Aaron Abel gets a 23, so that's right now 3rd place, only behind Alexander Rowe in Raising Cane, and then obviously Chris Reynolds and the Stone Crusher are leaders. So a decent run for Aaron Abel in the hooked. But now we know this man knows how to get it done. Matthew Burnett, Max D, but it has not been the season Burnett has wanted in this Maxi truck. East Division champion last season to now fight for a way to stay in the top 8 in points, Trey. Burnett needs to go really big here in Philadelphia because I think he really just wants an event win.
It's crazy to show you how fast things can switch from the end of one season to the beginning of next. And like you just said, I mean, Max D is a prime example of that. We'll have to see if these last 2 events can bring him a win. If nothing else, I mean, we'll have to see what happens.
So far, Burnett going big here in Philadelphia, getting some nice air, getting some nice launches, and looking for different moves to hit right there nicely over that obstacle, a little bit squirrely as he lands, but gets it down nice and now looking to cross with the bus, getting a nice skywheelie off that and landing on top of the bus. The bus absorbed that contact pretty well, though.
Yeah, that's what happens when there's not dirt inside of the cars we have.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice over there for Burnett. Oh my gosh! Great save for Burnett.
Wow, that was that could have been really bad. I thought that was going to be the front of the cab going straight into the dirt hill there.
Oh, a twist with the
that?
backflip, and it lands perfectly.
I don't even know if that was a backflip. That might have been just a 180. I mean, the truck never really fully rotated at all.
Well, Burnett now, you have to know that he's getting excited in the truck because of what just happened. He's trying to fill up this lock in a big way because he could challenge for the lead for Chris Reynolds and the Stone Crusher.
I mean, he definitely could if he could end out this run with something pretty spectacular here. We'll have to see what he's thinking with 4 seconds remaining. 2, 1.
He gets it.
He got it in.
Over the tabletop. Look at that. Oh.
Well, we said something spectacular, and I think a forward momentum backflip might be just it.
And then a wheel stand at the end. I don't even. It was more like a chassis stand. It stood right in the back of the chassis.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a wheel stand, but right here, look how close that was to being the top of the cab.
Yeah, Burnett's very lucky there, and luckily nothing broke off. And then right here, I think he just clipped the end of it, and it twisted it over.
He barely was even upside down.
Yeah,
I mean, that was crazy.
Matthew Burnett, a different move right there. And then right here, here's a backflip. This one is definitely one. As he goes over, lands on the tabletop. And look at this. No wheels needed.
Those ever touched the ground? They might have just tipped it right there.
Yeah, that was amazing for Matthew Burnett and the Maxi. We'll see what the scores are as they come in from the judges. Is it enough? It is by 2 points. Matthew Burnett and the Maxi leads with a 26.5. So Burnett's the new freestyle leader here in Philadelphia. But if anyone wants to knock him off, it's going to be this man. Justin Seidel in the Gravedigger is immediately out after Matthew Burnett and the Max D.
Yeah, how funny would that be if we switched leaders for, from Maxi to Gravedigger right after each other?
Well, these guys are used to going out right after each other, but they're used to being, last and second to last. I don't think they're used to being right in the middle of the pack going out one after another, but that's just how Atlanta was to them.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you, you could always have those good weeks or those bad weeks, and both these teams had some not so favorable weeks, is what we should say.
Yeah, and Zeidel's still carrying around that Georgia Dome curse, hoping that the Lincoln Financial Field doesn't hold a curse for him. So far, he's been doing nice right there. Really into the racing lane. Has to watch out for that. Did a great job around the truck when he landed. Nothing broke as well. Very good move there for Zeidel.
Yeah, that was a pretty sudden stop for that truck. For the way it reacted, that was strange.
Zeidel into the second half of the run. The Gravedigger towards the backflip ramp. He goes into it. More big air. Landing on the ramp again. I don't know. Something about that backflip ramp.
It's something about the backflip ramps we've had in the past couple weeks. I mean, they've just acted weird. He just cross-threaded the double jump there. That was a little strange.
He was lined up for it, and I think the Gravedigger motto is if you're lined up for it, you're going for it, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. If the truck's still running, you didn't do your job.
Nice air over the bus deck right there. Landing just like overboard. Now he's upside down, trying to rip with the front wheels. Oh my gosh!
I don't think I've ever seen a truck pull out of that like it just did. Oh, he just full throttled that. Oh, the wall.
End the clock for Zeidel, but I don't think he's done because that truck is still rolling.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. I mean, I don't know how it's still rolling, let's be honest.
He's going to go over the racing lane, kind of whip it over the racing lane, and now it's going to land hard, and it's upside down.
Yep, I don't think he's getting out of this one, Joe.
Zeidel did maybe what he needed to do to try and take the lead. We'll have to see what the judges think, but this could be a tight one between Max D and Gravedigger, just like it always is.
I wouldn't be surprised right here, this backflip. Like you said, they're just acting weird lately. I mean, that pretty much pushed it forward as well.
Yeah, that's interesting that happened with Zeidel. This next move, though, I want to see this because once it started flipping over, there was no chance he saved it.
Right there. It's going to flip it. What grips? The one?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
And it twisted it back the other way.
I don't think I've ever seen a truck do that.
No, that's a new one. Zeidel really likes twisting trucks in weird ways, though. We know it.
And then right here, this wasn't scored,
no.
But it ended up finishing the Gravedigger. So it was a pretty spectacular way to go out.
The Philadelphia fans loved it. We'll see what the scores are. Zeidel comes, and it's going to be a tie for second, a 24.5 with Chris Reynolds in the Stone Crusher. So that keeps Matthew Burnett and the Max D on the hot seat all alone. We'll see if David Taz can try and join him or kick him out.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what. Oh my god! What?
He shot fire out.
I don't know how he did that. That was pretty cool. I think he might have paid the pyrotechnics guy.
I think he did. He gets points to definitely trying to bribe someone to do that, or?
Oh, what the judges don't know won't hurt.
I guess so. We'll see if Brandon can keep the crazy moves going. Oh my gosh!
Oh. I'm surprised that was as calm as it actually ended up being.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a front flip. Instead, it just kept the wheelie going, and Brando is going big in this Taz. I mean, do you think he's a little bit disappointed after his home event last week did not go to plan?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Well, I think we're seeing it right now. Look at that huge skywheel over the middle jump.
Oh my goodness. He's definitely tried his best there. As you can see, the back of the truck picking up a little bit here. He's going to gun it for the bus. Look at the air. Make sure you can back down before the backflip ramp.
Yeah, he has launched this truck. Brando is going for it in the 10. Rightfully so. Not too happy after Atlanta's event where he went over early and had a run that could have contended if he filled the clock. And Brando's looking to make sure he fills the clock here in Philadelphia so that he can try and get it done jumping over the tabletop. Brando's going at it in this Taz truck.
Well, with 15 seconds remaining, you can only expect it to get more. What's he looking to do here? The backflip ramp, it looks like. How's it going to go, though?
Oh, no.
Oh!
Is it
going to come back over?
No.
I don't think so.
Not much time on the clock. 4 seconds for the Taz machine. But unfortunately, there is time on the clock, and it was not the best way to finish the run, unfortunately. As we look at this backflip attempt again, maybe just not enough speed going into it.
It probably doesn't help that he hit it on the angle either.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if these are really designed to be hit at more than just straight.
Yeah,
So
you have to hit the tires pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Well, it's still a decent score for Jay Rendon the Taz, a 22, but there have been so many good scores. That is right now, I think, third to lowest. So for Jay Rendon, not what he wanted in the Taz at all. Now we have Jordan Stout out in the Blue Thunder. We'll see what he can do this awesome ride. Stout looking to try and take it to the World Finals, and so far he's done a good job of just being consistent throughout the season to get his way above in points. Now looking for another good event here in Philadelphia to keep him above the top 8 points, because there's still some drivers that are down around the cut line, like Luke Brainey and Marshall Burrow, that have yet to go out in Monster Energy and Mad Scientist.
Nice wheelie right there from Blue Thunder. He's going to whip it around here. He looks like he's going to be hitting for the race. No, he's not actually going to be going for it. I thought he was going to go straight for that. He's going to, I guess you can say, cross-thread that a little bit there.
A little bit tilted off that, as he's now 30 seconds in, going for the tabletop. Nicely done over. Going to kick off into a wheelie. Up that little step up right there, getting it down off that nicely. So Jordan Stout right now a little bit more technical than big at this point in the run, but he's still in the first half. Now he's going to enter the second half. He might start picking it up now in the Blue Thunder.
I don't really think we've really had a technical run. Oh, no!
Wow!
What a save!
Great job by Jordan Stout, and now you have to know that he's going to start picking it up after that.
You would definitely have to think so, especially with 30 seconds remaining on the clock here. What else is he going to be able to pull out of this truck? That was a strange bounce off the single jump there, but it lined him up. Don't know what he's trying to do now.
Yeah, he looked a little bit lost there for a moment, and could have been with how he was hitting off those middle jumps, like the racing lanes and whatnot. He's kind of getting all thrown away.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he's going to throw it away.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, off of the single jump hard. Wow.
What a hit.
Oh, it looks like it broke something on the suspension.
I wouldn't be surprised if it broke more than the suspension. It probably broke the frame. It might have broken the helmet of the driver. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, Jordan Stout hitting hard at the end right here. Look at this save. Oh.
I think it just bounced off the tension of the front end there. I mean, that thing just pretty much rebounded.
And right here, a front flip attempt gone wrong. Ooh.
Oh.
That was right on driver's side cab.
There was nothing stopping that truck. It didn't even hit the ground before it hit the back of that jump.
Very scary situation for Stout. It's going to be a 23.5. Really good score. Ties him with Raising Cane right now. So let's see what that puts him at the end of the night. Well, here's the man, Trey, that is timed from below the cut line on the tiebreaker. Monster Energy and Luke Brainey from Pennsylvania, Trey. He's here to put on a show for the Philadelphia crowd.
Well, we were talking about it with Taz. He didn't really have the best hometown showing. I wouldn't say, home state showing. We'll have to put it that way. We'll have to see if Luke Rainey can do any better here with his home state.
Yeah, he may be from the other side of Pennsylvania, but it's still the home event, right? It's still the closest event to him. So he's looking to go big, and definitely going big right now in the Monster Energy. Some nice air off of every obstacle he's hit so far. He's only 30 seconds in. He's definitely going to get bigger as this run goes on.
Yeah, I mean, if we would go on his side of the state, with the best venue to have is probably what?
Oh, no! Oh, a great save! Oh, he's going for it. He is going for it, Trey.
I was going to say, I mean, if we went on his side of the state, the best venue we would have would probably be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and that's a pretty small arena there, so I don't know if he'd like that very much compared to the bigger one.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to be the home of the Eagles rather than the home of the Steelers right now.
Oh, what's that mean?
And, I think the Eagles fans are a little bit happier.
If that's a football reference, so I don't watch it.
Well, someone will get it, Trey. Someone will get it.
Well, I'm glad they do, because I am lost. Anyways, Luke Rainey here. He's ever since that save, he's been going off right now, but with about 10 seconds remaining here, he's gonna. On all us, he's gonna have to do something pretty big here.
Oh no!
No.
Do you think he was going for a corkscrew there?
Yeah, I would have to say so. I mean, we've seen a number of drivers attempt it this season, but only one has been able to actually do it.
Yeah, there have been many attempts, and very few have succeeded. No one's even really succeeded the way you're supposed to, right? Get the truck way in the air. But right here, this was an amazing save. Look at that. I don't think he did anything except just hold it there.
Shut his eyes.
Yeah, pray.
Yeah, hope for the best. Right here, it looks like he misjudged it, and the frame of the truck actually hit the backflip ramp, but not the tires.
Yeah, I think he needed to be just a little bit further over. And unfortunately, he wasn't. It was still a good run while it lasted for Luke Rainey and the Monster Energy. So we'll see where the judges put him in terms of scoring. A 22 will time with Jay Rando in the Taz. So that's right now around mid-pack. But there's still some heavy hitters left. 4 trucks left to go out, including Jake Gowen, son of a digger. Another driver, Trey, who's way below the cut line. Someone you're not used to seeing below the cut line. So Jake really needs to pick it up here if he wants to make it to the World Finals via points.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this week goes for him, and hopefully it can my little intro special for him whenever we went through the driver roles is a little bit of good luck.
Yeah, do you want to say it like that again?
No, you can attempt it.
All right, well, we'll not do that. We'll just focus on Jake's run.
Yeah, we'll skip that. See what the people think first.
Well, Galway right now going and trying to turn around right there. 30 seconds in. He was going pretty big. Now he's starting to calm it down a little bit, going to the back of the racing. I don't think he wanted to full throttle that. We kind of saw what happened with Zidell and Gravedigger when that kind of got thrown off. See if Galway can keep this momentum going, though. Nice air right there. He's into the second half of the run, and this son of a digger. Whoa, look out, Jake! Wow.
And I've never seen a truck turn on the spot like he just did.
That was more than turn on a dime, right? Oh! Nice save again!
Yeah, I think that would have been even smaller than that. That would have been like a pinhead or something. That was crazy. And then followed it up with a save right after that with about 20 seconds remaining. It looks like he's starting to build it up. That truck is flying around the arena.
And Jake is going off in the sun digger, but he needs to because he is below the cut line. A wheelie into the bus, getting over it nicely. Nicely done there for Jake Gow into the final 10 seconds. But needs something big, Trey.
What's he going to be able to do? Oh, no.
Oh! Can it come back? It's trying. No.
Well, you know what caused that one, Joe?
Single jump.
And it took a lot longer than I expected someone to get caught up on it, so I'm impressed.
Stout got caught on the single jump in a different way, so...
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about that. But Jake's Galloway run was interesting. I mean, it wasn't bad. He filled the clock. It just wasn't, in my opinion, lead taking.
Yeah, I think Matthew Burnett can keep that hot seat for now. That was a hard hit onto the... I can't tell what side this is. It's the right side. It's flipping over.
I think so.
As Galway ends up on his lid to fill out the full 90 seconds. We'll see what the scores are for Jake Galway. That ties him with Luke Rennie and Jay Rando at 22. Back-to-back 22s out of the judges here in Philadelphia. Now there's only 3 left, including Marshall Burrell and the Mad Scientist. Tied at the cut line, but above over Luke Rennie, starting out right to the bus stack for the 90 seconds.
Well, there's 3 trucks left, and they have 3.5 points to try to take the lead away, if I'm not mistaken here. So we'll have to see what these guys can do to possibly throw off our current leader.
Yeah, but this has been one crazy event, Trey. We have seen so many different moves, and we'll see if Burrow can continue the moves. Is he going over kind of sideways, dug it into the ground, but keeps it going in the Mad Scientist?
That could have easily. How many trucks have we seen bounce like that and break a wheel off of it?
Yeah, very many.
So I'm just surprised to see it didn't happen that time. Wow. Holy cow!
Burrow is just flinging this truck around and hoping for the best. A backflip, more huge air, landing on the container again, on the rear wheels.
Oh, he's gonna. I don't know what he's trying to do. Oh, he's gonna run into the barrier.
Burrow still going for it. Final 30 seconds in the Mad Scientist. A wheelie, just like Stout. Have to watch out, though. Oh!
Is he gonna
back on all fours?
He's saved. Is he good? Yeah, he's good. Oh, the body's trying to come off the truck, I think.
We'll see if Burrow can continue this run out because it has a shot to take the lead. Maybe stuffs it right there. There's a four-link broken.
Now are they going to shut him off with the four-link hanging there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 seconds. He has to be furious because he definitely doesn't know it's broken.
But, hey, they're keeping with their new role now. So, I mean, you can't really complain.
Yeah, but I'm sure once he gets out, he'll be a little less mad and he sees the damage because it looked like the whole front end was coming off that thing.
Oh, 100%. I mean, right there, Joe, that's another truck that went forward.
Yeah, and then wheelied. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Yeah. Was he trying to wheelie into the backflip ramp?
I don't know, but this move, whew.
I think this one got him a little bit scared considering what Blue Thunder did earlier.
Yeah, it luckily hit more at the back. We'll see what the judges think. 3 seconds on the clock for Burl, a point short Trey. It's a 25-5. That's good enough for right now, second, which is going to be a really good points night because Luke did not score that well. So that could be a good points night for Marshall Burl. Now, the man who's leading points Trey, but he's not won an event the past 2 seasons, it's Zachary DeLello and the Predator.
Well, talk about a good consistency. You got to give it to this man.
DeLello is the most consistent BeamNG Monster Jam driver we've had, and leading the East Division points. He's not won an event this season. He's come so close so many times. The past few events, he's been top 3, top 2, but here he is now in the Predator looking to try and get it here in Philadelphia. Can he go big enough to try and beat Matthew Burnett? We're going to find out. Tooth is already gone.
Well, that's all right. Maybe give it to the Tooth Fairy. I don't know if you can get much out of that, though.
That's a big tooth, though. I think you can get a lot out of it.
You think?
Maybe. I mean, we'll see tonight, right? Maybe that's the level.
Isn't there... Yeah, that's fair. Oh, no.
Oh, a huge bounce.
Oh.
But look at it back on the all fours.
Did you see all the smoke pump out of that thing from the strain it went through?
Yeah, it went through quite the Oh, my gosh. A huge launch for DeLello and the Predator.
I think he's ready to turn it up right now.
Yeah, I think he's ready to go for it. He's saying, all right, I need to try and win this event. Tore the
there,
hood off.
That's not out of the ordinary for that truck.
No, that hood
Oh, never mind.
off.
He tried to put it back on.
He's carrying it with him. Where's he going to go with it? To the backflip ramp. It's whisked just like XD. Oh!
Did the hood just mess him up?
I think it may have, but it turned into a great move.
Messed him up. Yeah, I don't know how it didn't break.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it actually might be broken, Joe. I'm going to be honest with you. I think something's definitely messed up in the truck.
Go forward, trying to get one move out. The time it's 0. I don't know if that's going to count. What?
Oh, no, he's not done yet. Oh. No.
Took forever to fall down. So, Trey, do you think that's enough to beat Max D?
I don't want to answer.
Okay. Well, we'll look at the
highlights. Do you think it's enough to meet Max D?
I'm not going to answer that either. I'm not a judge.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's why we get paid to do this. But that was a nice little rollover right there by Predator, and he's gonna got a little bit of a wheelie out of that. And then right here, I honestly think the hood might have gotten him offline a little bit.
The hood may have thrown him to the right, which put him where Max D hit, and somehow nothing broke on the front end as he landed down hard.
Would that be considered karma for breaking the truck again?
Maybe.
And right here, this didn't count, but that was a smooth landing. And then right here, it wasn't so smooth.
No, he just tried to do something. I think he wanted to wow the crowd one last time. And right here, look how long it's on its side, and drop down.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think it wanted to crush the panels anymore.
Yeah, it's a 24 for DeLello, so that's not the lead. 2.5 points short. So, Trey, there's just one man to try and beat Matthew Burnett in the Max. It's last week's winner, William Seaman in the Hot Wheels. But what does he have to do to try and beat it?
I don't know. Double backflip.
So, all right. Well, we'll see if Seaman can. I mean, the Hot Wheels truck known for backflips, but
that's true.
See if he can pull a double one out.
They might make a special Hot Wheel for him if he can do it.
Yeah, we'll see. And Seaman, would be the first to go back-to-back in events in the regular season. So Seaman has a lot going for him. And last week was his first ever event win.
Well, we'll see if he can go 2 for 2 with seasons with first wins. Does that make sense? That makes sense.
30 seconds in so far, going nicely. Nice little wheelie right there off of the center jump. Turning around here and looking for his next place to go. He's nearing the midway point of the run, so definitely needs to start picking up. He wants to challenge Max D, but I think he might be trying to get to the final half of the run, then start going really big. Yeah,
I mean, that seems to be the common thing with a lot of these drivers here. So, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work. We've seen in the past it clearly does work, but you waiting halfway through the run, that means that second half of the run has to be big.
He's into the final 30 seconds now to the back where ramp. He goes, stuffed it in, and actually kept it straight. Oh my gosh! Trey, he did a consecutive!
Did I call that?
I think you called it!
Can he fill Tony Romo?
Can he fill the clock now?
I would hope. We gotta hope so. Oh no!
Oh no! It's gonna try and save. Come on! Oh no!
Oh.
Trey, he's gonna leave a few seconds on the clock.
What?
Wow.
I called it.
Let's see that again. He's the only driver to not go forward off that ramp.
And it put him into a consecutive backflip.
Look at that.
I don't know how he got enough air off the second bounce. It didn't even look like it bounced that well.
That was beautiful for William Seaman, but Trey, he left time on the clock. Is that going to hurt him? It was only 4 seconds.
I don't know. Right here. I mean, he looks like I can't tell if he tried to gas it or not, or the differential was broken or something.
Oh, we have a tie, Trey. A 26-5. The tiebreaker judge is in it again for the
someone go wake him up.
Second straight week, and it's Matthew Burnett winning, Trey, in Max Steel for William Seaman in the Hot Wheels. But Trey, these 8 runs right here, 23.5 to a 26.5.
That's pretty close, Joe.
That's close.
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, look at all these runs; they were all high scoring.
Yeah, we had 13 runs above a 20. The lowest was a 16.5. An amazing event for the fans in Philadelphia the first time out, Trey.
I don't think they have anything to complain about.
And next week is going to be crazy. As you look at the points, the cutoff is pretty big. It's Lawrence over Rainey by 7 points. Hooked is 9 below. Taz and all the others. Scooby-Doo, Overkill Evolution need a win next week. But the big thing is going to be the division championship, because 1 point separates Predator from Hot Wheels. Burnett's in it, and Zeidel's in it. DeLello and Seaman are in on points no matter what happens next week. It's going to be an amazing Week 5 in Syracuse, New York. Who will win the East Division Championship? We'll see you guys then.